Hey guys, Charmed Wench here and welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, today's video is a collaboration with the lovely Julie Barbour. She messaged me and said, do I have any of these palettes and would I like to do a collaboration with her using one of these palettes, because she had one too. So we came to the decision that we would do a look based on the peach palette, the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and that we both do a look on it and do it as a collaboration. So I haven't had my peach palette out for a while and I thought it's the perfect palette for like spring, summer. It's just got lovely warm colours and it smells amazing. What can I say? If you haven't got the Sweet Peach palette, you should smell it. It is amazing. But yeah, I haven't reached for it for a while, so I thought it would be a great idea and a great collaboration. So Julie's channel will be linked in the description bar below. She has a channel similar to mine. She does makeup, she does unboxings, skincare, all that good stuff. So you should totally go and check her out. But for now, I'm going to get into this look. Right guys, so I've zoomed you in a little bit. Hopefully it's enough. Hopefully you guys can see enough so that you can see what I'm going to do. I thought I'd go with like a halo sort of eye. So I'm just going to sort of wing it and choose colours as I go. So the first colour I'm going to go into is the colour White Peach, because I always set my lid with the White Peach. So I'm going to go in with that. And I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Makes me think of summer. Like, I don't know why, I just love the smell. It's just really nice. So that's all we're going to do, just all over there, just to set the lid, because I've put a little bit of concealer on my brow area and things. So now I'm going to go into the colour. We're going to go in with Georgia for now, just as a nice pale transition shade. So that is that colour there. I'm going to clean my brush, because I really need to clean my brushes, guys. And we're going into the colour Georgia, and we're just going to put that in the crease as like it's just a really nice pale pinky shade for the transition area. To keep this like a really super simple, easy look to do, so for a halo anyway. So now I'm going to go into the colour Peach Pit, which is this shade here. That's that. And we're going to take a little bit more of a denser brush, because it's good for a smoky eye, especially for like a halo smoky eye. So we're going to go in with the Peach Pit colour. But we're going to bring it down onto the lid to start the halo off as well. It's a really nice colour, this. And because it's quite dark, it's better to just add a little bit at a time, just so that you're not going to add too much and then end up with a load of products that you can't blend out. You may hear my little girl. She is downstairs pretending to be a YouTuber, filming herself playing with toys at the minute. So you may hear her doing that. So blending it up, but keeping it on the lid. Use back and forth. I use backward and forward motions, but I also like a little bit of a circular motion, because it just gives a nice blend. It does for my eyelid anyway. So in like that, and then build that colour up nice and slowly till you're happy with it. I don't want this to be too dark, I don't think, because I've got to go out after this and I'll look like I'm ready to go out on the night. Make sure you blend out all those edges, because I'm going to bring it down here anyway, so it doesn't matter if it blows out below your past your brow bone, so it doesn't matter if it blows out past your brow, is what I was trying to say. Didn't come out quite right. So once you're happy with that, I'm going to take a smaller brush, just a little small fluffy brush, because it's a bit more, it's easier to get into the inner corner, and we're just going to use that peach pit colour, and we're just going to apply the same colour, but just obviously in the inner corner. And because it's smaller, you can get into that area without it going everywhere, like that. What do you guys think of me like talking to you while I apply the makeup? Is this better than my voiceovers? Because I don't even know. But sometimes it's easier just to chuck a voiceover on afterwards, and then you can speed the video up, so you guys are not watching me for 10 years put makeup on. So you should let me know. I'm going back into that big brush and just making sure that's all blended in, because you don't want it to be a mess. Like that. So obviously you would do that on the other eye, so I'll do that and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I am back, and now I'm going to do cut the halo eye. So I'm going to take my Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I'm just going to pop that on the centre of the eye, and what I tend to do is sort of just pat it and bring it up with my finger. I don't know why, it just works better for me to do that. Some people use a brush, I just like to use my finger. I don't know why, it just works well. Yeah, so what I was trying to say before I started a coughing fit, what colours do you guys tend to reach for when you are thinking of spring and summer? I would love to know. I always like to hear what people's thoughts are on colours. Anyway, the next colour, when I find the right brush, that one, the next colour I'm going to go into is, I'm going to go in with this Bellini colour here. I really love this shade, it's really pretty. That's this one. You'll have to excuse my pink fingers as well, guys, because I decided to refresh my hair colour last night, so yeah, I have pink hands because I couldn't find the gloves, so I decided in my wisdom to cover my whole entire hand in pink, and it stained my fingers and my hands, so that is what you can see when I'm pointing to colours. So just popping that Bellini colour there, just patting it on with like a little packing brush, and like that. And I want to brighten it up as well, so because sometimes when you have the darker colour and then you put a colour that's sort of quite similar or not as really popping, your halo doesn't pop. So I'm going to go in to the colour Nectar, I think, which is this colour here. I'm going to pop that over the top of the Bellini colour, just to bring it up. I might even put a, actually no, I don't need to add any. Sometimes you need to sort of damp your brush down, but I don't think I need to. I think that's quite nice like that, nice and subtle. So that is that. And my mum has now decided to visit as well, so you guys can probably hear her talking. I don't know if you can or not, but she's obviously just finished work. I don't usually film in the day, but I really have so many videos that I need to get done, and I've just had to come up. I've had to do a couple today, this morning. So Daddy's got Edward and Casey, which is my two youngest, and my mum's decided to turn up as well, so she's sat downstairs. Obviously she must have been told that I'm filming because she hasn't come up or shouted. So I'm taking a tiny little smudgy brush, and I'm just blending the edges of this in towards that halo. I may touch up the colour again in a bit, just so that the edges are just not so, just a little bit more diffused as you go into the centre, like that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to go back into that peach pit colour just a little bit with this little tiny brush, just so that it looks a bit more defined, so you can see that there's a halo there, but it's a bit more blended out. And now Edward's decided to wake up too. So that is what that looks like. quite like that. It's nice and simple. This is like a really easy look to do, and you only need a few colours, and you've probably got these colours in any other palette that you have, like a warmer toned palette. You've probably got these sort of colours in there as well, so you could, it doesn't have to be the peach palette, it can be any palette you want as long as you've got sort of similar colours to create the look. I think Makeup Revolution do some really nice palettes, and also that Primark one, the peach one, if you can get hold of that, that one's got a lot of similar colours to this as well, so it'll be really helpful. So that is that. I think I'm going to leave it there because I just tend to go over the top otherwise. So now I am going to do some eyeliner, I think, and then I will be back in a minute. Okay guys, I am back. I decided to put my lashes on. I've just done simple eyeliner. There's no wings, no flicks, but I've put some really nice lashes on. So that, my other half brought me a tea, so I thought I'd just stop for a second. And now I'm ready to carry on. So obviously I've done all the halo eye because I want to smoke it out under the lower lash line. What I am going to do is take a little brush, little angled brush like this, and I'm going to take the same colour, the peach pit colour, and I'm just going to bring that under the eye here so you guys can see it, and just smudge it out. I won't go all the way in because I just don't like it going all the way in on my eye, but I'll bring it right quite far across, about the halfway point under the lid, and then just smoke it all out. And I'll probably go in with like a little fluffy brush afterwards just to bring it down further, and then obviously doing the same on the other eye. Like this. You can just smudge it with this angled brush, but I like to go in with a fluffy brush just because it gives a nice finish. And then, like I said, go in with that fluffy brush. Sometimes I forget that I'm not voiceovering things, and then just give that a little blend like this so it's nice and soft underneath. And now we're going into that colour Nectar again that I used on the halo, and I'm just going to bring that under the inner corner and into the centre like that. Hopefully you guys can see that, and obviously you repeat that on both eyes. I'm also going to take the white peach and just highlight that above the brow bone area again. Just above the brow and just blend it out. If you're wondering why I'm looking down, guys, I'm actually messaging my other half because he's downstairs with Edward and I can hear his crying. It sounds like he's hungry, so I'm just saying, because I have a tracker on my phone, so I track whenever what time his bottles are. Because I have so shocking memory, it's easier for me to just track it on this baby tracker, and then I can see how many hours it has been between his bottles. And that's what I do. So I've got my phone up here. I've just messaged him and said that I think he's due a bottle. That could be why he's crying. So it's a hungry cry, I think that is, if you guys can hear it. Hopefully it's not too off-putting for you. I'm just going back into like a blending brush now to just blend that edge. So it looks like that. That is pretty much the eye look. I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, lashes that I used and mascara I used. In fact, actually, everything. I went in with the Fierce Flick Ciate for my eyeliner. I went into the Soap and Glory Thick and Fast mascara for that, and then I used Pinky Goat lashes, which really are pretty stunning, like full-on glamour lashes. I really love these. Just glamorizes any look, so I like that, and I'm probably going to keep this look on all day now because I love it so much. So now obviously I've got the base of my makeup. I've bronzed a little bit, but I will probably bronze a little bit more in a second. But I'm just going to take this MAC eyeliner and just line my waterline. And then, in fact, what I'll do is I'll put a bit of the mascara on my lower lash line as well, just a little bit, I don't usually, but because I've got the lashes on I feel like it needs it a little bit. Like that. Now I'm going to take the Benefit Sugar Bomb and I'm just going to use this as a bronzer. I'm not going to bronze too much because I have already bronzed already, but I just need to add a little bit more colour. I feel like I look a little bit pale lately. I don't know why, I just can't seem to warm my face up enough. I don't know what's going on with my skin. It just looks really, like, maybe it's the tiredness, I guess, of getting up. But saying that, I get up once in the night, if that. Like, it's usually about 4 or 5 in the morning with a baby, so it's like it's not too much, so I do feel quite alert and awake most of the time. So now we are going to get a blush brush. She says if she can find one. We're gonna go, this one I'll do, and I'm gonna go in with the Model Co blush, and this is in Peach Bellini, and it just goes really well with any of the peach eye looks that I do. Any of the peach palette looks, this just looks really good with them. So we're just gonna add some colour here. I've been sort of steering away from blush a little bit. I've been more of on the bronzy side of things, but this is a really good blush. I think I got it out of one of my Look Fantastic boxes, or a glossy box. It could be either or, and it's just a really pretty colour. So that is that. I did a little bit too much there, so I'm just going to blend that out. I never bring it, because I'm a little bit older, I never bring the blush to the apples of my cheeks because I feel like it looks really weird if I do that, so that's why I don't do that. But if you're younger, you go for it, you put it on those apples. So that is that. And for highlighter, I'm going to go into the Jeffree Star Skin Frost, and it is the Peach Goddess. I'm going to say Peach Bellini then, but it's the Peach Goddess one. It looks like this. These last forever. I've had this a while and it just seems to just never die. So I'm going to take my highlighter brush, and for a Jeffree Star one, this one's really subtle. It just gives like a really nice glow rather than being like bam in your face kind of glow. It's just really nice. I think that's why my other half brought it, because it's just such a pretty colour, isn't it? Like really light, really nice. It's like a glow, but like not too much. It's really nice, this one. One thing I will say is you have to dig into this quite a lot. I did read somewhere that it's best to just break it up a little bit off the top surface and then it starts to work well. So I've just sort of dug the end of my brush in it. I hate doing that, but it actually has given me a better payoff of highlight. I love this. It's so good for this sort of time of year. Just a nice peachy glow. So I'll just put a tiny weeny bit, I'll do it with my finger, just on the end of my nose, down the bridge a little bit, not too much because I don't want to look like a, you know, Rudolph. Wrong time of year for that. Like that, and that is that. And I think for lips I am going to go in with something neutral. I'm going to go in with this Lime Crime in the colour Soft Spot. It's like a really nice nudie sort of colour. I think it'll go really well with this. It won't be too much. And yeah, I think that's what we'll go with. Nice nudie colour. It doesn't look too much, with obviously quite dramatic eyes that I've got going on. But what I might do, and I don't usually, I might go in with this Model Co lip lacquer in the colour Morocco, just for a little tiny pop in the centre there of the lips, because if you put just gloss in the centre, it gives the illusion of a more voluminous lip, apparently. What do you guys think? Do you think it works? So that's the finished look, guys. That is my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette collab look with the lovely Julie Barbour. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a nice easy look to do. You could easily recreate this yourself. That's why I wanted to do something that anybody could do rather than go all dramatic. The only thing that makes this look dramatic is the eyelashes, but they're so good. Pinky goat lashes, guys. I got these at Home Bargains for £2, I think, but these, obviously they sell these at TK Maxx and stuff, and they're like £3 or £4. So if I see them in Home Bargains, I always buy like whatever's there, and I think I bought 2 or 3 last time. But they're just so pretty and dramatic, and they just make any look just look more, I don't know, they just make it look more dramatic and glamorous, so I do like that. So yeah, that is my Too Faced Sweet Peach collab with the lovely Julie Barbour. As I said, her look will be linked in the description bar below, so you guys can hop over and show her channel some love too, because we all need a little bit of support. So go over, tell her I sent you, and say hi. If there is anything you would like to see, just let me know in the comments below, and I will try and film anything you ask for, because I'm always up for options. If you guys have any ideas of things you would like me to try, let me know. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a big thumbs up if you have, and also subscribe if you're not already, and see what else there is to come. And also hop over to Julie's channel and show her some love too. So that's it for this time, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.